calling all amateur radio operators. Welcome to the Crooked River Amateur Radio Club's Tuesday Night 2-Meter Net. My name is John, and my call is Kilo Alpha 8 Golf Kilo Golf KAAGKG. But for the purpose of this net, I'll be using the club call W8CRC. This is an open and directed net. All amateur radio operators are invited and encouraged to check in with us. All traffic will go through net control, and since emergency traffic may break in at any time, please leave a brief pause between transmissions. The purpose of this net is to bring together all amateur radio operators for the exchange of amateur radio related ideas and information, and to keep club members and the amateur radio public up to date about clubs, meetings, and happenings, and to enhance net operation practice. This net meets here every Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock p.m. local time. We will start with announcements and then ask for check-ins from any manager or member who has announcements or information of general interest to our net. Once that is complete, I'll take regular check-ins. Please give your call sign when checking in. Repeat it phonetically, followed by your name. I'm going to start with announcements right now. Oh, yes, and we do have a trivia question, so be ready. It's a doozy. It's a good one, and you'll get it right. Pat, I'm going to refer to you if you're listening for the announcements. I was looking for one, and I didn't see it on the calendar, so I'm going to ask for N80QP to bring us up to date on club announcements.
Good. Yeah, good evening, everybody. Didn't look like I was keyed there for a minute, but I guess I am. Got several announcements, actually. The first being we got a club meeting tomorrow night, 7:30. We will be doing Show Us Your POTA. The event will be, if you want us to get there a little bit early, somebody will be at the church at roughly 6:30. If you need that time to set up, we're going to be over in the parking lot of the church. Once we get done over there, then we'll probably move into the church, into the building for a bit of a normal meeting, and then we'll pretty much all go. But should be a kind of fun time. If you have a POTA set up, you want to bring it. Even if you don't want to set it up, bring it, because we'll more than likely have room to show it in the once we go into the meeting room. There will be refreshments there as usual. I'm kind of curious to see what other people are setting up as far as this stuff goes. Let me break for a minute. Okay, next we have coming up. We do have the October 12th. We have our first fox hunt. You can invite your friends if you want to ride along with somebody. Hopefully we can find you somebody to ride along with. A little bit of time to plan for this stuff. I've already myself got. I actually ordered a spectrum analyzer so that I can use it as a snipper. But there'll be different techniques shown, I'm sure. That will start. I don't remember what time that we said that was. It's going to be sometime in the afternoon, I think, on the 12th of October. So you got a little bit more than a month. I think that's the two main ones I needed to announce, John. Of course, we'll be doing our regular meetings in and between there, just for the fellowship, and let everybody have a chance to see each other. other thing that I want to say, somewhere probably in the next month or so, if you haven't joined our club, we're probably going to run a special. I've been pondering the idea of this, and I've said something to a couple of the other managers, and we'll probably do $20, and we'll take you through the register through next year, so you wouldn't have to pay again until 2026. But we'll talk about that more later on. John, I'll go ahead and turn it back to you. Thank you for doing a net. And what's the trivia? N8OQP.
Okay, yeah, the trivia is coming up. I was going to ask, are there any other announcements from any other club officers? I'm listening. Okay, nothing heard. Trivia question for tonight. And I gotta start this. Okay. Here's the question. There is a direct relationship between the number of sunspots and sporadic E propagation. True or false? Once again, there is a direct relationship between the number of sunspots and sporadic E propagation. When you check in, you can give me your answer, and I'm going to open up the net at this time for check-ins. Please come now.
W8CRC, Nick in Hartville.
KE8HNK Mobile.
W8CRC.
N8OQP is a recheck.
Okay, we'll hang it up there, and I'm going to start with the recheck, and then I'm going to go pick up W8SDG. Nick.
I probably ought to wait for other people on this, but I'm thinking, as far as sporadic E, oh, that's a good one. I'm going to say yes, there is some sort of a correlation there. Knowing me, I'll probably be wrong, but we'll see. N8OQP back to net.
Okay, Pat, thanks. Let's go over and pick up Nick. I think I copied the call sign as W8SDG. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Go ahead, Nick.
That is correct. Whiskey 8 Sock Eating Golden. Currently in Hartville on my mobile. It is family roundup night for Lake Center Christian School, so missing out on baseball, but good night with all the families here for my kids' school. I have got almost all of my POTA stuff packed into the truck and ready for after work tomorrow. Looking forward to setting up, probably have a couple different setups for tomorrow, so look forward to getting there and seeing everybody. And for the trivia, I'm going to go false, just based on my probably incorrect logic. And that'll be it. Back to the net. Thank you, W8SCG.
Very good, Nick. Thanks for checking in with us tonight. Elmer, KE8HNK, it's your turn. Go ahead. What do you have for us?
Nothing much. Just out mobile around. Wanted to give you one for the numbers. KE8HNK Mobile, back to net control.
Yeah, do you have a trivia question answer?
No, I don't. Just out, like I said, mobiling around here in a Jeep with the top off, so just wanted to give you guys one for the numbers. Thank you. KE8HNK, back to net control.
Okay, Elmer. Thanks for taking the time to check in with us tonight. Good evening, Ted. Please join us at this time. You come back in, Ted, and tell us what you got for us. KB8PRK.
KB8PRK, how about a whole lot of nothing? Sporadic E. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to go negative on that. I'll
have to think about that, but I'm going to go negative right now on that. Not a whole lot going on today. And don't forget, tonight at about 10:40, there's a partial eclipse of the moon, and it should peak out around 10:40 tonight. The top half of the moon should be well into the shadow of Earth. And I know it's partly cloudy out there, but it might be worth taking a look and see if that spot would be clear tonight about that time or before or after it. So take a look if you think about it. Back to net control, KDPRK.
All right, Ted, thank you for that. I was unaware there was an eclipse tonight. I'll be out here in the radio room about then, so I may run out and see what the sky conditions are. We're at the bottom of the list, looking for additional check-ins for the W8CRC Tuesday evening 2-meter net. Any additional check-ins, please come now.
KA8BSA. Bob. KA8BSA.
I copied you, Keith. Go ahead.
Okay, there was a Bob in there too. Good evening, everyone. Getting ready for POTA tomorrow. I did a POTA this weekend. I went out to Camp Manitowoc and activated that as a scout camp on the air, as well as since this is surrounded by Virginia Kendall Park, I was able to use the POTA number for that, US 0020.
Oh, very cool, Keith. If I ever do POTA, I don't have a lot of interest in it. I think it's cool if that's what you want to do. But I would like to go back to Camp Manitowoc. I haven't been there since, I think, 1969. It's been a couple years. And so maybe I'll get with you and join you on one of those POTA operations. Anything else for us tonight, Keith?
Okay, I'll keep that in mind, John. Next time I go out there, I'll either send you a text or give you a jingle on the phone there and let you know.
Okay, very good. Thank you. I'll look forward to that. Do you have an answer to the trivia question for us?
Oh, yeah, sure I do. By the way, the ham shack is direct in line with the camp flagpole. I'm going to say negative on the trivia.
Okay, I put you down for false. Very good, Keith. All right, have a great evening, and I'll talk with you again soon. I did hear a Bob. You must have doubled with Keith or the other way around, but I didn't get your call sign, Bob. Please give me your call sign and come on in.
Yeah, it's Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie Yankee.
All right, KF8CCY. Good evening, Bob. How are you, and do you have any traffic for us?
Nope, doing fine, just sitting and relaxing. I went to the eye doctor today and got another shot in my right eye. It was number 10. Just sitting relaxing, letting that cool down, and worked a little bit on my POTA for tomorrow.
Okay, well, good for you. All right, Bob. Well, thank you for checking in, and we'll talk to you again soon. I'll look forward to it. We're at the bottom of the list, and I am listening for any further check-ins. Any more check-ins, welcome aboard. Please join us.
Kilowatt 8, Alpha Mike X-ray.
November 8, America, Charlie Papa.
There's two good check-ins, and the king of Firestone Park is here. K8 AMX. Hello, Dick. Come on in.
Yeah, you guys got pretty busy there, and tried to check in, but I was slow on the trigger. Wanted to say hi to all you guys, And yeah, I am just recovering from a day of doctors and digestive doctor, and looking at my guts and what my spastic colon / irritable bowel is doing. And from there, went directly to not directly, I took a nap, but then late about 3:20, I think, went to a urologist, and that is always a fun time. You walk in the examination room, and they see everything around there, and my first reaction is, that is going to go where? Oh no. So, yeah, did that, and I'm sort of relaxing. And I'm going to go fall on the trivia and pass it back to the net. This is Kilowatt 8, American Motors Experimental, living the dream in the beautiful downtown Firestone Park.
I love it when I hear that. Dick, thank you. It's good to hear you on the air. Thanks for your check-in. I have you down for false. Okay. We'll go over to Chris, N8ACP. Hello, Chris. What do you have for us tonight?
Hello there, John, and all on the net. We wish Dick a speedy recovery from the visit to the doctors. Every time he goes to see his doctor, seems like his things aren't good. I don't like doctors either, so we wish you well, Dick. Let's see, on the trivia question, I'm going to pass. And let's see, we're at lucky number 13 here. The current score up on Cadillac Hill is November 8 Alpha Charlie Papa 13 and the Groundhog 0. And we've gotten two possums, but we let those go. We let those go. I made some hamburgers on the grill tonight, and that's what we're going to be enjoying. So I'll listen on out. KA, well, I don't know if that's the call sign you're using, but anyway, KA to GKG from November 8 Alpha Charlie Papa 73 all.
All right, Chris, I didn't know you were mobile. Maybe you said it and I just didn't hear it, but you're, we're still reading you just fine over here. All right, well, you Groundhog 0, 13 to 0. Real good, Chris. Okay, I've got you down for 0, or I put 0. You didn't have an answer, so that's okay. Okay, we're at the bottom of the list, and this is W8CRC with the Crooked River Amateur Radio Club Tuesday evening 2-meter net, listening for additional check-ins. Please come now.
Whiskey 8, Charlie, Tango, Mike, Carrie at Portage Lakes.
Hello, Carrie. Come on in.
Good evening there, John. Everybody on the net here tonight. Well, I really don't have much. I was out, took my e-trike over to the towpath trail and put about 15 miles on it today. So that was the excitement. I'm trying to get. I've had it 10 weeks yesterday, and I've got 635 miles on it. So that's going to try to get 750 on it before I put it away for the year. Anyway, I really don't have anything else. It was a beautiful day today, I thought, and it was nice out there. Anyway, I'll go negative on the trivia questionnaire. Really, I don't really know one way or the other, but I think it's negative. So with that, we'll turn it back to Ned. Everybody have a great evening. W8CTM.
Very good, Kerry. I have you down for false. Okay, and yeah, today was a perfect day for that bike ride. Oh, it doesn't get much better than this. And so enjoy that thing. It looks like fun. I used to do a lot of bicycling, but mine had pedals on it, and I had to crank that thing up the hill. Goes back 30 plus years. I used to race a bicycle, and I do training rides all week in the evenings, and then on the weekend there will be a race somewhere that I, and along with a group of other people I've trained with, we would go jump in a race somewhere. But that's been over 30 years ago. Today I'm not going to do any racing. So, Kerry, thanks for stopping by to say hello. Okay, at the bottom of the list, listening for additional check-ins, W8CRC, Crooked River Amateur Radio Club, Tuesday night net, listening.
Whiskey Delta 8, Bravo Quebec Sierra, Steve, Carter Falls.
All right, Keith, I got part of that call. I can't write that fast. You can give it to me one more time, and I have your name, Cogga Falls, and Cogga Falls. Okay, go ahead.
Whiskey Delta 8, Bravo, Quebec, Sierra, WD8, BQS, and it's Steve in Carter Falls.
I don't know how I got Keith out of Steve, but I'll put Steve down here. Good evening. Do you have any traffic for us tonight, Steve?
No, just like to remind the managers there is a meeting tomorrow at 6 o'clock at the Red Cross place for the Akron Marathon, and I'll be late if I'm coming at all to the meeting tomorrow, so just kind of keep that in mind. If I can make it at all, I'll be there. And I'd also say I don't think it really does anything for the sporadic E. So I guess that would be a false for me, and that's about it.
Very good, Keith. I put you down for false. We got your announcement, and if anybody is listening that's going to be there, Steve will be late, if at all. So thanks for taking the time to check in with us tonight, Steve. Good to hear from you. At the bottom of the list, we're still listening for additional check-ins. Any more check-ins, please come now.
KD8. Echo, Mike and Talmadge.
I have KD8 to Echo Mike. I didn't get your call sign. It dropped out. You said KD8, and that's where it dropped out.
Echo, KD8 ZXE.
All right, KD8 ZXE. Mike, good evening. What do you have for us tonight? Go ahead.
Not much, just on the way home from work and getting ready to pull in the garage. Just wanted to check in. It's been a while. We've been super busy and been putting in a lot of hours, so it's good to get back on the net and hear everybody's voice again. And that's really all I had, but nice talking to everybody on the net. And KD8 ZXE, back to you.
All right, Mike, thank you for taking the time to check in with our Tuesday night net. I can appreciate you working a lot of hours and what it takes out of you. I'm retired. I work 3 days a week, and it's starting to not be so much fun anymore. Oh, let me ask you, did you hear the trivia question? If not, I'll read it again, and do you have an answer for that?
I did hear it, and honestly, I don't know, so I guess I'll pass, but it sounds like the negatives have it so far if I'm keeping score.
Okay, I'll put you down for false. and I'll give the answer when we're all done here with the net. If you're listening, okay. If not, I'll catch up with you another time. Any additional check-ins to the W8CRC Tuesday night 2-meter net? Please come now.
N8OQP with a recheck.
Yes, Pat. Recheck. N8OQP. Go ahead.
As far as that, I didn't forget that Red Cross meeting tomorrow night, but I'm thinking if it's anything like it's been in the past years, you guys should be out of there a little after 7. But I understand if you can't make it, but we do appreciate it if you can, of course. The other thing, change my answer, John. I'm going with the nose.
Okay. I put down the false for you.
N8OQP, back to that, thanks. By the way, great hearing you, Mike.
Thanks, Pat. N8OQP, KD8.
Okay, Pat, I've got you down for false. Thanks for the recheck. I'm going to ask for any more check-ins, and if nothing's heard, I'll close the net and give the trivia question answer. Looking for check-ins to the W8CRC Tuesday evening net. Please come now.
KE8RFK.
All right, I have KE8RFK. Go ahead.
Yeah, the name's Scott. I just moved to Akron from Michigan. I'm over on Kenmore area. I just been trying to find somebody on the radio. I heard you guys talking, so I would chip in and say hi.
Okay, hello. Thanks for checking in. And what did you say your name is again?
Scott.
All right, copy, Scott. Scott, I don't know if you heard our trivia question. If you know the answer, you can give it to me, and if not, I'll read the question back.
No, I just happened to turn on my radio, flip it to frequencies, and yours popped up. It took me a minute to get the PL tone to find it on repeater board, so I'll get you in there. But yeah, I got you in now. I'll save you in my memory. But yeah, I didn't catch your question, but it's fine. You know, I just wanted to check in and say hi. You know, I heard other hams on the radio. In Michigan, man, we got, it's outrageous. I mean, there's all kinds of nets going on up there. We got 9, 10-year-old kids running the nets. You know, I'm hoping we can get something going down here. I haven't heard much activity on the radio, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, I just got to get set up and get organized and meet people, and I'll figure everything out.
Okay, Scott. Well, welcome to the area. There's a lot of nets going on. Listen around, you'll find them. If I may make a suggestion to help you, it's in your interest. I would recommend you turn your mic gain down and speak closer to the microphone. You're getting a lot of backslap from the sound and reverberating in the room. It'll just clean up your signal a bit. Anyway, do what you want, but that's just a suggestion. 783, Scott, and check in with us again. This is W8CRC, listening for additional check-ins.
Recheck, BSA.
KKA8BSA. Go ahead, Keith.
I just wanted to welcome Mike to the area, and if you're interested in checking out a club, we have a meeting tomorrow. It's at 2406 Ardwell, ARDWELL. That's Oak Hill Presbyterian Church over here in Akron, the Yellowed area, near East Market Street and Canton Road.
Could you repeat the address, the numbers for the address?
2406. We're meeting a little early in the parking lot. We're doing the people are bringing their POTA stations, maybe setting it up, weather permitted. And the whole meeting's geared towards POTA, I believe. Back to you.
Appreciate it very much. Does my mic sound better now? I turned the mic down low.
little bit, yeah. It started to sound like a 27 megahertz there at first.
Yeah, you can do it again. It will clean up the more you turn it down, and the closer you get to the mic.
Got a lot to do with it. I'm on an ICOM 746 Pro, so it's putting out power.
You and John doubled.
Sorry about that, Scott. Go ahead. Say again.
I'm just having a hard time getting set up. Now I got somebody on here, so yeah. But, yeah, I'm on ICOM 746 Pro, so it's probably off a little loud, so I had to turn it down. Yeah, I got a little 2-year-old, he likes tinkering with buttons, so I gotta investigate every time I get on the radio. Plus, I'm on a desk mic, and that don't really help. That amplifies everything. Plus, we're in a house, and we really ain't got much in it yet, since we're just getting moved in. But, yeah, it's nice talking to you guys, and I'll try to get to the meeting. You say it's tomorrow, at what time?
The actual meeting starts about 7:30, but we'll only get there a little early, and the parking lot is detached from the church. The parking lot is right off of East Market Street if you're coming from the Kenmore area in 76. It would be just before you get to the roundabout.
Yeah, I'll throw it in GPS. I shouldn't have too hard a time finding it. Yeah, my wife, she's off work tomorrow, so I might have a chance to come and see you guys. All right, well, I'm going to back out of here. I got to go run and check out this little critter I got running around. He gets into everything. Hey, 73 guys, it is nice talking with somebody.
Sorry about that, John. Go ahead.
Well, that's fine, Keith. That's what that's for. We can pass traffic back and forth. And Keith, thank you for mentioning inviting him to the meeting. I'm focused on copy and call signs, and I wasn't even thinking about that. Okay. Anyway, Keith, welcome to the area, and you're welcome to check in here every time, every Tuesday. We meet every Tuesday at 7 o'clock here on this frequency. At the bottom of the list we are, so I'm listening for additional check-ins for the W8CRC Tuesday Night Net. Okay, nothing heard. Now for the trivia question answer. And the question was, there's a direct relationship between sunspot cycles, or the number of sunspot cycles, and sporadic E propagation. And that was a true or false question answer. And the answer is false. There's no relationship to sunspot cycle and sporadic E propagation. Sporadic E is more of a meteorological propagation and phenomena, and that has nothing to do with sunspot cycles. So everybody who gave me an answer was false, and that was correct. So you all got it right, except for those who didn't have an answer. Okay, with that, I'm going to close the net, and I would like to thank each one of you who took the time from your busy schedule to come in and say hello tonight. Without your participation, there would be no net. This net has been, has been the W8CRC club, and my call is KAHEKG, which I already gave. And it's been my pleasure to host this evening's net. So with that, I'm going to close the net. We had 12 check-ins. I thank each and every one of you. Come back and see us again next week. I'm going to turn the frequency of the repeater back to normal, customary amateur radio operations. W8CRC is now clear.
Fantastic job. Great question.
Saw that a couple weeks ago, and I had to thought, next time around, I'm gonna use that question. I'm glad you appreciate it. I'm gonna find a better one next time, or another one at least.
That was a really good one. That was 12 check-ins. Wasn't nothing to sneeze about. And we had some new ones too. That was the impressive part. You had Dick check in. You had Mike? Fantastic net. Can't ask for better.
I'll second that. It was good hearing Mike in there and our new ones, Scott and Dick. And hopefully we'll hear more of them on here.
Yeah, I'd love to hear Dick come back again next week. I talked to Dick on the phone this afternoon, and so he said he would stop by and say hello. All right, guys, so I'm going to say 73. I'm going to clear, and I'm going to go in and do a couple things, and I'll be back on the air probably between 9 and 9:30. So, yeah, I had fun. It was a fun net. It was a good time. So I'll talk to everyone later this evening, I hope. KAHGKG, I'm clear.
So later, John. Have a good evening, sir. I'll probably catch you one place or the other here. Any OQP.
I'm surprised I beat you to the punch there on welcoming Scott.
Well, had it been another key or two, I would have done it, but that's fine.
That's all right. I just had to get a dig in there on you.
That's why we like you hanging around here, Keith. You're the man.
Oh, yeah. I did have 35 contacts there for this weekend at POTA.
Sweet.
With my call and camp call.
That's even better. Yeah, to see the little toys I've got.
A little spectrum analyzer. What other toys did you get?
I got me some coax crimpers for LMR 400. I got a little stripping kit, that kind of stuff. Of course, I got connectors. Spectrum analyzer is pretty cool. It not like the other VNA that I had. It's about twice the size.
Okay, yeah, I got a VNA. I haven't played with it that much. I probably need to sit down and get used to how it works.
Now, what I'm wanting to do with this, and once I got my little pinkies on it, I have found that I'm going to have to find something that will attenuate the receive. See what? Yeah, about that much. Once I got my little pinkies on it, I figured out what I was doing with it. I'm going to have to find some way of attenuating it, but it's going to do just exactly what I want it to.
I got my fingers on the last J762 step attenuator that DX had.
I ordered one, but I'm not sure it's going to work. I found one on Amazon that was supposed to be a 10-step, and it'll go up to, I think it's at 30. It'll attenuate like 5S units through steps and that, and different combinations. But I'm not sure it's going to work. We'll see what it's supposed to. It's coming on a slow boat from China.
KF8CCY.
Go ahead, bring it on in.
Hey, Pat, you were talking the other night about ground. Did you mean braided ground or stranded?
You need to strand it. You need to, whatever, it has to be flat, because flat will not radiate.
That's the braided.
That's braided. Okay, thank you.
Usually, even if you go with the 1 inch, I would like some more popula. Thank you. Even if you go with the 1 inch stuff, 1 inch wide, that's probably going to be it'll be adequate. If you want to go wider, an inch and a half or something like that is probably about the best. But remember, you cannot, it's not good to bend it, have bends in it because of the way lightning travels. And it's also, you can't solder it or nothing. It has to be a straight run.
You said Home Depot has it?
Home Depot's, that's where I've gotten mine in the past. You probably want to look online and see if you can look to see if it's being reported, that it's there or not. Yeah, they carry a decent inventory.
Roger. Thank you, sir.
Anything to help?
That's what we are for. That's why DX considers them Elmers, because they're always willing to help and help where they're needed.
I definitely want to thank all you guys for the help.
Anytime you need it, there's lots of people to help.
All right, this is KF8CCY 73 to you.
One other thing, Bob, before you go there, if you look at this club and the experience each ham has got that's in here, just what you met in that room the other night, as far as all the extras for the test and that, there was well over 100 years of experience. It's not nothing to sneeze at, and each one's had their own version of experience. That's why they tell you to look at clubs when you come into the hobby. But I'm not lecturing or nothing. I'll shut up now. Right, Keith? N8OQP.
Well, there ain't no lectures. There's just help. Like I told you on the phone when you called me that one Sunday, I wanted to join a club way before taking my test just to get some experience, and I thank you all once again.
Well, we'll help you when we can. I've never been one to, if I don't know the answer, I'll go find it. But I've never been one to refuse to help.
As I used to say, the one and only KAABSA.
Double G.
Okay. I was saying KF8CCY, N8OQP, and as I used to say, this is the one and only KAABSA.
Oh, we got a good dinner tonight, Keith.
I'm about to start dinner. I think we're going to have some fish and chips.
We had cabbage and noodles, fried cabbage and noodles, and pork chops. Oh, my.
Yeah, I'm not one for fried cabbage. I'll eat cabbage raw, but not cooked. All right, I'll catch y'all later. I don't know if I'll be here or there or where I'll be, but I will be getting stuff put in the vehicle for POTUS since I got voluntold to work over tomorrow.
Well, Laura didn't like cabbage before I married her. was like, ew. I said, well, just try it once. Now she requests this stuff every once in a while. She actually likes it. And I actually taught her how to cook it. The difference is you actually have noodles in it too. Egg noodles. Little paprika, salt, pepper, butter in the bottom, crisp it all up. Good stuff. Anyway, I just figured since you tell me dinner all the time, I figured I'd tell you once.
All right. I'll catch y'all later. I'm going to go up to the... Yeah, I just remembered one thing I wanted to tell you, Pat.
What's that?
The fox hunt's not in the club calendar yet.
I'll get it, sir.
Okay, yeah, I was looking for it earlier. 3KA BSA.
I got to send Jack Hicks a message with the club address in it. I got to get that done tonight, too. I think he's going to try to make it. But as far as the October thing, I'll get that in there. Okay, I'm out of here for a little bit. You guys, I'll catch you, both of you, all of you later. And I don't keep in the listening mode, eating.